Hello, host Eric here, host of Talking with Those People. I don't know if you are listening right now, but that's the topic of this video. How do you know if somebody's listening to you or not? And if you're going to say to them, you're not listening to me, what does that mean? And when is it fair and when is it not fair to say that? So has anybody ever told you, Taylor, that you're not listening to me? You're not hearing me, Taylor. You are not hearing me because I'm trying to say this and you just keep saying these other things. You're not listening to me.
You're just thinking about what you're going to say back when I'm done talking.
So has anybody said that to you? Hey.
Every day.
And what's your response to that? Do you agree that, in fact, you're not listening to me?
I do. Instance? I typically do.
You do agree. So when people say you're not listening to me because it's usually because you actually aren't listening to them.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times. Then there's this. I hate to keep falling back to the ex-wife example, but it's so good in so many situations. People who'd say that when you're listening to them and still think it's retarded.
Right. A lot of times when they say you're not listening to me, what they mean is you're not agreeing with me.
But most of the time anymore, when someone says you're not listening to me, they're saying it. They're kind of like, come back here.
Right. It's not part of an argument. They're actually informing you that, hey, you're not listening.
Right.
That's different. Yeah. I'm not talking about that. That's different. That's a helpful hint. But I experienced that, and it's a rhetorical attack as well. Saying like you're not listening is kind of saying you're not being responsive, or you're making a foregone conclusion or something. Unify, do you ever say that to people or have it said to you?
It's really the opposite.
So you neither say it nor have it said to you.
No.
Well, I can't imagine you would have it said to you because you're obviously not talking.
Supposedly, the trick to listening is really easy. You just think and don't listen. People think you listen.
Then we're good at listening.
Yeah, we're great listeners. We're so good at that. Well, I mean, the thing is, I think it's sometimes fair to say I'm not listening. Sometimes I'm making arguments and shit like that, but usually to make those arguments requires that I listen some, you know? Otherwise I'm not going to be able to make good arguments. I mean,
Sometimes normally when I stop listening, it's because people are talking too long. I already get what they're saying long before they're done making words.
Yeah, I've had that.
there's sometimes you conclude that they're not saying anything at all, and then you tune out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've concluded that on occasion as well. Well, concision is normally not considered to be an ENTP strength. It obviously isn't a problem for Taylor. For me, it's a little bit more of a struggle, but I make a point of trying to be as concise in my ideas as possible because I like the media to move fast. Sometimes when I watch these videos, I like them a lot, and it's usually when they move fast. I don't like it when it repeats itself a whole bunch. This video topic is what again?
Forget.
Listening or not listening?
Listening, not listening. Georgius, are you a good listener? I'll take that as a yes.
You think that's a yes?
Yeah, I think so.
ISTP, right?
No, he's INTJ, I think, right? Or ISTP, maybe you're right. I think, what are you, Georgius? I never decided. I don't get to decide that for you, by the way. That's not one of my powers. But I said ISTP probably. Yeah.
Might be F if he wants you to decide.
I think he's probably ISTP. That makes sense. I remember now. I get confused sometimes about who I was talking to about what when. You know, it's easily confusing. So Wobble's back. Hey Wobble, you want to come on the mic? I know you don't speak native English like you said, but that's fine. You're welcome to talk to us anyway. If you can make yourself understood, that's good enough. You can talk caveman English. I don't care. What did they say? Still not interested? Okay.
Eating breakfast.
Eating breakfast at 1:55 in the morning. Samio. George, yes, you're from Europe, right? Oh, you guys are both European.
He's a French.
How's Europe treating you? You enjoying being part of the EU? Scottish.
Scottish.
You're from Scotland. Now, let me ask you this. Why did you let the British police force steal your name for their yard? But he has no answer. Yeah, I've always wondered it too, Callum. It's like 5 seconds ago. I've always wondered it. Okay, so I think we're all doing fine listening here. It's our yard. It is your yard. You should go get it back. Hey, British, get out of our fucking yard. Who are you? We're the Scottish people. We're here to take back our yard. Okay, fine. All like the Scotland Yard people show up to work one day, like, what did you do? Here we are. I'm Scotland Yard. I'm Scotland Yard. I'm here to work. No, you're not. Get the fuck out of here. What do you get? Who are you? We're the Scottish people. We're the real Scots, okay? It's our yard. We're not European, says George. Who? Haggis? Who is not European? Scottish people?
What haggis taste like? Is it good?
You want a fat bowl of haggis right now? Callum? Callum, do you want to smoke a fat bowl of haggis?
Glitched out a whole lot there on me, so I didn't hear what you said.
I think Callum...
Better smoke it than eat it, from what it sounds like.
Yeah, I know. Wales and Northern Ireland are what? Are those countries? They're part of England or what? What's the country called? Britain? England?
Northern Ireland is part of Sons of Anarchy.
True.
Part of England, huh? England thinks everything's part of England. It's part of the
Everything
Commonwealth.
was part of England.
Yeah. All right. I call this session to a close here, guys. I got a couple people over here, and we're all doing an excellent job of listening and demonstrating the topic. So if you're out there in the world, I want you to... Yeah, America's the same as Canada. Canada is one of the cities in California. It's the big one that's up at the top.
It's kind of like a pseudo state.
Yeah.
It's a state with a bad attitude.
They do have a bad attitude. They do. And, you know...
I don't like
They have a lot of trees. I don't know about you guys, but that makes me think I can't trust them.
too much hockey.
Well, they can hide too easily. That's why. In Canada, if I'm coming after you to give you a piece of my mind, what are you gonna do? Hide behind a tree.
They got clappy heads.
Yeah, they do. They got that too. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you, people. Thank you for being here. If you were in the room, Talk to y'all later. I appreciate you being here.